What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Gotta make this quick response, reaction, review of UFC 202 pre-fight press conference. And I came to it kind of late. The link is in the description in case you missed it. I missed the beginning of it, but when I started viewing it, I noticed that Conor McGregor's seat was empty. They just had a nameplate and an empty seat where he was supposed to be. So I didn't know why that was. I didn't know because Conor McGregor, if you guys remember, was supposed to be on UFC 200 versus Nate Diaz. That rematch was supposed to take place on that particular card as the main event, but there were some promotional duties that Conor McGregor did not want to fulfill, and him and Dana White went back and forth. Conor McGregor said he was training in Iceland, didn't want to come out and promote. So I thought it was something like that, like he was trying to make a stand, like, oh, I'll cancel your show again. I didn't really know why he wasn't there, but the press conference before he got there was pretty run-of-the-mill. People in the audience with microphones asking questions, and Nate Diaz was probably the most interesting just because he has that I don't give a fuck attitude, short responses, and it was missing a little something. I don't know if you ever tasted some food and it's bland, you're like, man, this is missing something. I need to add a lime, I need to add some salt, I need to add pepper. It's just missing something. And that's kind of what it felt like to me in this press conference. The energy didn't seem there. Just kind of basic questions. They were asking Glover and Rumble Johnson questions, and it's not like they were doing anything wrong. They were being professional, answering the questions to the best of their ability, but it was missing something. All of a sudden, you hear loud roars from the crowd. Conor McGregor enters, and all of a sudden, the press conference got lit. Clearly, Nate Diaz and Conor McGregor, they have bad blood, which is the title of this event, and it just immediately from that point got turned up, and I was enjoying it. As soon as Conor McGregor got there, he called Nate Diaz an essay, and just, it was very reminiscent to the first one where it's just kind of some trash talking, but it was punctuated by, at the end, all of a sudden Nate Diaz's seat was empty, and I'm like, where the fuck did Nate Diaz go? He's walking out of the venue to leave the press conference early, because I guess, I don't know what sparked it, but maybe he didn't want to hear. He had enough of Conor McGregor and his banter, so he just left. And he's walking out with his little entourage. His brother Nick was there as well, and he's walking out flipping everybody off, or at least Conor McGregor's entourage, and Conor McGregor like, fuck you, fuck you. Out of nowhere, Conor McGregor gets up at the press conference and he starts throwing shit. Like, they started going back and forth, and I thought it was water bottles. He might have thrown water bottles, but I seen some pictures after. He was throwing cans of Monster energy drink. So it got turned up, man. I thought it was a good selling point. The first fight did very well on pay-per-view. It did 1.5 million, if I'm not mistaken, in terms of the pay-per-view buys. I think this fight could actually beat that. Both fighters have a full training camp, and anytime you have episodes like this, it's always action when it's these two. These two make for great ratings, make for great TV. Nate Diaz is the I don't give a fuck attitude, and so is Conor McGregor. McGregor's like, you do fucking none. You do none. And then he gets up and starts throwing Monster energy drinks, and the whole place goes wild. And Nick Diaz and Nate Diaz are both flipping them off. So I think that'll definitely help to sell this event. I made a video talking about Conor McGregor's his boxing and striking preparation. He was looking at Floyd Mayweather Sr. on YouTube, and I thought the UFC embeddeds they're always a good addition to build the fight. But when you get stuff like this will get people talking, and I think the UFC 202 will definitely do good numbers. But as soon as Conor McGregor got there and there was these two, it made for entertainment, and I want you guys to watch it. Come back to my video and leave comments, let me know what you thought. But it's definitely turned up, and I liked it when Conor McGregor, it was kind of like blase until he got there, and then when he got there, he's throwing bottles and he's getting flipped off by Nick and Nate Diaz. This is good stuff. You can't really necessarily script this type of stuff. I mean, it might be scripted, but whatever. WWE, whatever you want to call it, shit was entertaining, and I'm ready for the fight happening at 170 this Saturday. I'm definitely going to tune in, and I'll be back with my post-fight commentary. Let me know what you guys think. UFC 202, also a solid card. I like Rumble Johnson. He was talking about possibly fighting John Jones. He says he wants that fight. John Jones is in a bit of trouble right now with the high estrogen levels or estrogen blockers or whatever the system, but he did a video on YouTube saying there might be hope for him to come back because there might have been some kind of mishap. So I'll keep you guys updated. Let me know what you think of the altercation once again with Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz, and also Nick Diaz. Drop that in the comment section, share the video, like the video. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.